up? It's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing just like a quick, easy, everyday like fall makeup look. I was just bored and just felt like playing with some makeup, so that is what I'm doing, and I decided to record for you guys just in case you wanted to see. So in this video you're going to see a lot of like my staple must-have products. I'm going to talk a little bit about some products and any tips that I have. I'm in no way a makeup artist or a professional. I just like to play around with stuff, and I feel like makeup's just a good way to like express yourself and just play around. Make sure that you subscribe before you guys leave, and let's get into it. Okay, so if you see me looking this way, it's because I have a mirror right here. This is like the best setup that I could do, so just bear with me a little bit. But to start off, I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This stuff is awesome. I love like any type of spray for your face. I just feel like it's so refreshing. Then I follow up with the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. This is a great primer, and it's a great dupe for the what is it? Benefit Professional. I've used that too, and I do really like that. I honestly like it a little bit more than this one, but this one costs like $5 or $6 and that one costs like $30. And don't mind my skin if you see it like getting really red or anything. I have super sensitive, like acne prone skin, so products and stuff can really irritate my face. I'm pretty sensitive, as you can tell. So once that dries down a little bit, the foundation I'm going to be using is the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. I'm really picky with foundations. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of this one. This is how you know I like it. Come on! I'm actually going to mix that with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation because I'm running very low on the Sonia Kashuk one. This one might be a little dark for me, but that's alright. We'll make it work. But like I was saying, I'm pretty particular with foundations. I have so much acne and redness and like scarring over here on my cheeks, like these little dents and everything, so I feel like I either like wear full face of foundation or don't wear anything. Like I'm not like a light coverage or like BB cream kind of person, so I'm pretty particular with foundations. So this one is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This is like one of my favorite foundation brushes ever. Sometimes I use a sponge, sometimes I use a brush if I'm feeling lazy or my sponges are dirty, honestly. I really like Real Techniques and just like their brushes in general, so that's what I use. Probably should have tied my hair back, but that's alright. Alright, so sometimes when I feel like my foundation isn't like going on smoothly or sinking into my skin right, I'll tap it in with a sponge. And this is the Real Techniques sponge. Super dirty. But I feel like sometimes the sponge just like really presses it in to the skin more so than a brush, so. Honestly, applying foundation is probably my least favorite part of doing makeup. Like I said, I feel like I'm just really particular about foundations, and sometimes I feel like my skin looks even worse with a bunch of, if it's the wrong foundation, like caked on, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather just go fresh-faced, but I start with it just to get it out of the way. Alright, now that I look a little bit more tan, oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Let's move on to concealer. I love the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. This one's in Fair, or I use light sometimes. But yeah, I'm just gonna add this under here. I love this concealer because it's like super creamy and just blends out so well. This is probably my favorite concealer that I've used. And it's from the drugstore, which is always nice. Cover that up. Days that I'm looking super tired but I don't want like a heavy foundation, I just put this concealer like on the areas that I absolutely need to and blend it out, and it makes such a difference. You know, if you're like super tired or anything, just putting on concealer can like literally change your life. I'm so dramatic, but you know what I mean. Tell me what has been going on in your guys' lives. Seriously, I want to know. You can comment below or tweet me, message me, Instagram me, whatever. I'm just curious as to how you guys have been, what's been going on. I know there's been a ton of stuff going on in the world. Super scary, but I love you guys and I just want to know what's going on in your life. Now, I'm going to set that with the Airspun loose face powder. You can find this at Walmart. Most of this stuff is drugstore. I feel like I'm not extremely, and I'm using this Real Techniques brush. This is one of my favorite brushes ever, and I just use it for so many different things. But anyways, I feel like I'm not extremely particular with powders. Like, I'll use anything, you know, as long as it gets the job done. But this one is nice and kind of like a heavy duty powder. Has a super strong smell, like your grandmother's perfume. I swear, it's super like powdery, strong, floral. You know what I'm talking about. Focus it right under the eyes and on my nose because that's the area that I get really oily, right down in here and down my nose. I have naturally pretty oily skin, but I would say it's combination because sometimes it can be super dry in certain places and super oily in others. Like, it's just like combo skin. Alright, next up I'm going to use my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This stuff is so incredible. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And what a surprise, I'm going to use this Real Techniques. This is the blush brush. Use it for bronzing mostly, or I'll use it for blush. But this is just so big and fluffy that I love to just bronze up my face. I use the light bronzer. You can see I love this. It is well loved. But I use the bronzer in light just because I do have pretty fair skin, honestly. I'm pretty pale. Bronzers can definitely look really super orangey if you're not careful with them. I haven't put this like just down my nose because it's so light, you know. Down the neck. I really like that this doesn't make me look red. Okay. And then I don't do like a really harsh contour or anything like that, but if I do, I usually use this color and I just use a light hand with it. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder, and I'm just going to use the same brush that I used to set the powder of my under eye. So tap that off. Going in lightly here. Oh, good lord. Alright, I'm going to have to just blend it out. It's okay. Sometimes I'll do like around my temples here, up onto the forehead, just in the same areas that we kind of just bronzed up. This is going to give it a little more definition. Okay, my hair, should have thought this through. Sometimes I'll just like go down my nose. Like I said, I am no professional here. I just wing it and do my thing. Next up, now that the face is pretty much done, I'm going to move on to eyes. I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette just because it has a lot of different shades in it. I showed this in my one video, my fall must-haves video. I really like how these shadows blend out. Blend super easy. They're super easy to work with, and since I'm kind of new-ish to makeup, like I said, you know, it's just something I like to play around with. I like anything easy, you know, stuff that just looks good and doesn't take a lot of thought. So I'm going to start with this shade right here. and tap it off a little so you don't get, you know, a huge amount on there, because these are really pigmented. And I'm just going to throw this in the crease like windshield wiper motions. I love that I act like I know what I'm talking about. I go pretty high up with my eyeshadow because I have super small eyes, so whenever I do anything in the crease or whatever, I like to bring it up pretty high to, you know, almost to my eyebrow, because I feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit bigger. And this is going to be a super simple, like, I would wear this every day kind of look. And I try to just make sure they're even, obviously. A little bit darker with this shade, same brush, and just put it like out here on the outer corner. Just swirl it around a little bit. I love playing with this palette just because it has so many different shades that I feel like there's so many unique looks that you could do with it. I just really enjoy that. Like, makeup is supposed to be fun and inspiring and just creative, so I feel like a palette like this that has so many different colors, like especially these ones down here, just makes you want to play around and just, you know, do fucking cool looks. So usually I just keep it really simple with my eyes, and I put like the orangey brown shade in here, and then I'll put like a gold glittery shade just on my actual eyelid. I don't know, today I feel like I'm gonna do this one. I know that's not super gold, it's almost like a silvery champagne color right here. Shimmers like this I just put on my finger because I feel like that's how you get the most color out of them. And I just put it directly on my eye. I'm gonna bring that on the inner corner right here. If it looks a little crazy, it's okay. So I'm gonna go back in. Just love a nice silvery shadow. I feel like in the summertime I would do this look but use a lot of golds, and that's what I originally was gonna do, but I'm like, let's do more of like a silver. Let's move away from the summer golds. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of these two we first used and just blend it to tone this color down a little bit, so it's not so extremely bright, and just, you know, blend it all together because I don't want it super poppin'. I'm not in that kind of poppin' mood for everyday look. I mean, sometimes, but here we go. Cool. For my eyebrows, I sometimes fill them in with a powder, and I use the Anastasia, what is this? Brow Powder Duo. This one's in taupe, if you're wondering. Because I'm blonde, I usually use the lighter one. But I feel like I have pretty defined eyebrows, and honestly, every day when I'm doing my makeup, I don't fill in my eyebrows. I just use this little gel, and this is like a tinted brow gel that kind of just highlights and fills in your brows as you go without, you know, using a powder or filling them in with anything. This kind of just does the work for you. This is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel. And then I always use a clear brow gel. Like, I don't leave the house without it. I just feel like it holds them in place. My eyebrows can get a little bit crazy. So, there we go. So next up for mascara, I'm going to use the Roller Lash by Benefit. It would help if I turned it around. I have fallen in love with this mascara recently. It's been like my new favorite. But I really like it. I feel like it just makes such a difference, and it's not clumpy. I hate super clumpy mascaras, and there's like such a fine line of giving you volume and then being ridiculously clumpy. Sorry, the mirror is like pretty far away, so concentrating. Anyone else make that face when they are putting on eyeliner or mascara? Like, it's just a thing. And I got a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line down here. So I'm going to go clean that up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so next I'm going to take a little bit of this Tarte blush. This is in Party. And just going to take a little bit on a big fluffy brush, and I mean a little bit. And put that on my cheeks. Give me a little bit of color. I don't do blush all the time just because I feel, someone just honked their horn, but I don't do blush all the time because I feel like it can bring out the redness in my face again. So if I do, I try to go for like a more mauve-y shade or like something that's not super pink. And I think I'm just gonna finish up this look with a lip color. So I never use lip liner, honestly. I just wing it and just put it straight on there. So I don't know if I want to do a super dark color, or I think I might use this Tarte lip paint. It's like more of a nudie color. Birthday Suit. There we go. So that actually matches my hoodie. Alright, let me take this hair down. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for my easy, like everyday fall type of look. Get ready with me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you like videos like this, if you like hearing about different products. So I just wanted to come on here and just sit down and film this with you guys and talk to you and share with you some of the things that I've been loving. So make sure to subscribe before you guys leave, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye, guys.